BSNL असा Hello. Hello.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Are you in? Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
I'll starting. Hello.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. We are starting now. Good afternoon to all the participants, distinguished guests, respected principal, faculty members, students, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of SS Dempo College of Commerce and Economics and the institution's Innovation Council, I extend a warm welcome to one and all. Respect for inventors and creators is the key for the success of intellectual property rights mechanism. On this pretext, we have organized this two-day webinar on intellectual property rights and IP management. The webinar will have 4 sessions that will be graced by 4 abled experts who will be enlightening us on various modules of the IPR. Let us give an auspicious beginning to this program with an invocation song to be presented by Master Parth Raharkar from SYBCom F.
जय देवा गणेश नमो नमो जय देवा गणेश नमो 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 जय देवा गणेश नमो नमो सुखकारी विनायका दुख भर जगपालका सुखकारी विनायका आ सुखकारी विनायका दुख हर जगपालका गजानना गणाधीशा गजानना गणाधीशा जय तव नमो नमो देवा गणेशा नमो 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 जय देवा गणेशा नमो 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 गौरी नंदना गजवदना दे दर्शना गौरी नंदना गजवदना दे दर्शना आरुपासी पाहुनी आरुपासी पाहुनी सकल मन रघो नमो जय देवा गणेशा नमो 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 जय देवा गणेशा नमो 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 उपासका सीधे शिरवा उपासका सीधे शिरवा चरण तव नमो नमो देवा गणेशा नमो 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 जय देवा गणेशा नमो 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 जय देवा गणेशा नमो गणेशा नमो गणेशा नमो नमो नमो
Thank you, Parth. I now request our principal, Dr. Radhika Naik, to formally welcome our virtual gathering.
A very good morning to all who have registered and have logged in for this virtual webinar on intellectual property rights. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Dempo Charities Trust, SS Dempo College of Commerce and Economics, and its Institutional Innovation Council, coordinated by today's program, coordinated by Assistant Professor Siddesh Narvekar and Amit Naik. We are very happy to host this program, and we are as Professor Siddesh mentioned, that it is our respect for innovation and for invention that we have taken this step forward in order to organize this webinar. I'm very grateful to the resource people, resource persons, eminent persons in their respective fields, for having accepted our invitation to be with us in order to enlighten us on the various aspects of intellectual property rights. It is indeed a pleasure for us to have the officiating principal of the VM Salgaocar College of Law, Professor Shabir Ali. So also his teaching colleague, uh, Dr. Ranjana, and we also have the other resource persons who have agreed to be with us and conduct the sessions for us, and we are grateful for their cooperation. In fact, in the new education policy as well, the national education policy as well, innovation and invention through research are being given tremendous importance, and therefore it is only in the fitness of things that this intellectual capability must be protected legally with the help of intellectual property rights. How it is to be done and how it is to be implemented in the area of business is definitely going to be the matter of discussion over the sessions in this webinar. And this morning, therefore, I would like to welcome all the participants, and I would like to wish them all the best for the proceedings. And I do hope that the deliberations will be meaningful and that they will be able to uh, take away very concrete information and very concrete knowledge of how to go about protection of the intellectual property rights. So once again, I would like to thank the resource persons for having accepted our invitation, and I would like to thank the team which has put this webinar together, and wish all the participants all the best. A warm welcome once again on behalf of us at Dempo College to all of you who have logged into this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words. We shall now begin with the session one. We have with us Dr. G. Shabir Ali to speak on the perceptions on IPR and its components. I kindly request Ms. Sudipta Malya, the student coordinator of this webinar, to introduce the resource person, Dr. G. Shabir Ali.
Siddesh, sir. Good morning, one and all. It's indeed my honor to introduce Dr. G. Shabir Ali, who is currently the officiating principal of VM Salgaocar College of Law. He has completed his LLM from National Law School of India University, Bangalore. Currently, he is the coordinator of PG and Research Center of VM Salgaocar College of Law, Director of Legal Aid Sales Society of the college, Director of Consumer Clinic, and Director of Trial Advocacy. He is actively involved in providing support to the legal aid cell since 1980. He has initiated and encouraged final year students by regularly conducting mock trials in order to make them understand and appreciate the procedure and provisions of law involved in the criminal trial. He was recognized as a trainer to impart training under the Right to Information Act 2005 in Goa. He initiated his research in the field of consumer. During 1990, he did research on efficacy of CP Act 1986 in NLSIU Bangalore. He studied consumer movement and its related aspects at CERC, Ahmedabad. He has also researched on negligence of doctors under the CP Act 1986. He did his PhD on consumers and was awarded the PhD degree on 19th of May 2011 by Goa University on the topic Functioning of Consumer Dispute Redressal Agencies in the State of Goa, with special reference to services, a socio-legal study. He's also been recognized as a PhD guide in law by Goa University. 6 research scholars have completed and were awarded the PhD under his guidance from Goa University. Since 2017, he is the coordinator as well as a resource person to train civil law in respect of trainee officers and sailors of NP and Regulation School at INS Mandavi, Vere, Goa. He has organized various seminars, certificate courses, workshops, inter-university law-related programs on behalf of the UPC, HRD Ministry of Government of India, CPR Environmental Institute, GMGC Pune, NIIPM, Asian School of Cyber Law, Department of Science and Technology Goa, American Center Mumbai, National Law School of India University Bangalore. He has presented research papers at various international, national, and state level seminars, workshops, and conferences. He is actively involved in the UNDP project as a researcher on access to justice and has visited selected law schools in Madhya Pradesh during May 2010. Sir, we're glad to have you as a keynote speaker today. I request Siddesh sir to kindly take over.
Thank you, Sudipta. I now request our resource person, Sir Dr. G. Shabir Ali, to take the charge of the session.
Thank you.
Yes.
First, at the outset, let me thank the management and the principal, Professor and Dr. Radhika Naik Madam, and Siddesh, who is regularly in touch with me and speaking to me, and you're sending emails about the program to share my knowledge with respect to IPR. Thank you for giving me opportunity to share my thoughts.
So you have sufficient time. You can take
Yes.
your own time.
Yeah.
You have till 1:45.
No problem. Yeah, I'll see it. I may require more than 1 hour. Let me take. Okay.
Yeah.
Is PPT visible for you?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So the topic for today's presentation is perception of IPR and its focus components. So today we're mainly looking into what is IPR, to whom this IPR is important, what are important components, what are important subject matters comes under this IPR area. So before going to IPR, let me show you some paper clipping, that is short news, about various aspects. And after going through my lecture, you have to understand where this activity will fit. Let me show you first, are you aware about YouTube? Are you placing your, we can say, any small videos or something on YouTube? Are you making videos on YouTube? Are you placing videos on YouTube? Are you using YouTube?
Yes, sir, we use.
Using. Are you copying anything from other videos?
We are creating our own videos,
If you're
so
creating
there
your
is.
own, yeah, if you're creating your own, there's no problem. But in that video, if you add something new or something is available, if you do a thing completely creative, there's no problem. Nobody can complain against you about copyright violation or other violations. But if you add something which are available already, now YouTube came with a new component. So this is just 20th March 2021 news. YouTube came with a tool to check videos for copyright issues before they are posted. If you create any video with your creativity plus added something which are already available, in that case now YouTube came with a tool. This tool will check whether this video consists of any copyrighted, we can say copyrighted objective activities are there or not. If anything which is not, which is copyrighted or already copied into your YouTube, this tool is going to stop that. Because when you're going to incorporate anything which is already available, it is your duty to take permission from that person. Without permission, we cannot copy anything into YouTube. Earlier, what is happening, it was there, but now it is a new tool they created, and this tool is going to stop you to upload on YouTube unless you give the copyright details of the picture which you copied from any other person. Recently came, that is on 20th March. Other issue came, that is 21st March 2021. And here you can see there are two names. One is decathlon, one is pentathlon. Both are dealing with sports for all for sports. And decathlon was doing the business in India with respect to sports items. And pentathlon came with the same idea, and the name also depicted in the same manner and came with the same tag name.
Sir, I think you have got mute. You've got muted, sir. Yeah. Uh, yes, yes. there is a power failure, and because of which sir is not able to connect from his college. We'll wait for him. We'll wait for the power to resume.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. Okay. Talking about, I mentioned about one area that is regarding YouTube. You cannot copy anything and you cannot put it. If you try to copy anything and put it, then you are liable under the Copyright Act. There are two names which are similar, and both are dealing with sports items and sports products. Can you come with the two names? Are they similar? Are they causing any type of confusion? Pentathlon and decathlon. And decathlon was doing the business, and pentathlon has come in the market, and they're trying to use the goods in the as if that the goods are coming from same category, that is decathlon, and the pentathlon is coming with fake and duplicate products. And here again, it may deal with trademark issue, and you can stop pentathlon, not use the name pentathlon, because it's going to cause damage to business of decathlon. So if you've seen the pictures, Beyonce, people accuse the Beyonce for fraud over trademark on daughter's name. Beyonce is having a company that is Blue EV is a trademark registered for her company. And she used the same name, Blue EV, for her daughter. And they're saying that the name is registered for the company, how she can use the name for her daughter. Now the issue comes again, can you use the names, can you register the names under the trademark law or copyright law? And after seeing this, that is Beyonce's issue. 70-year-old Greta Thunberg, she wants her name to be trademarked. And even the moment what she started, Friday for Future, she want to register these two things. The issues are coming before, we can say, internal authorities or internal courts, whether names can be registered. But in some places, they're saying that yes, names can be registered, but in some countries, they're saying that no, names cannot be registered. But these issues are still going on, and India, we're not facing these issues till today, but in future, we will face all kinds of these issues. Google seek to trademark Pigweed name for new operating system. So Google came with a new operating system, and for that, they want to go with a trademark. The name which they selected was Pigweed. What is Pigweed? Pigweed are leafy plants of Amaranthus species used as a fodder for pigs and other livestock. So pigweed is a livestock, we can say fodder used for pigs as well as livestock. And the name pigweed used for operating system by Google. If you are aware about, if you are familiar about the name ISKCON, and regarding ISKCON, Bombay Court declared registered trademark ISKCON for International Society for Krishna Consciousness, a well-known trademark. And the High Court banned apparel company from using the name ISKCON. And the company started using the name ISKCON for various kind of products manufactured by them. ISKCON being a well-known trademark, the court said that no, this name cannot be used. So if you do a small anecdote or a story, once a bird asked a bee, after constant hard work, you prepare honey. So what bee will do? After doing a lot of hard work, going here and there, collect and they prepare honey. And after preparing honey, man comes and steals that honey. And bird is asking the bee, do you feel sad for this? Bee replies, never, because only thing man can do is to steal my honey, not my art of making honey. What man can do? Man can steal the honey made by the bee, but not art of making honey. In this world, everyone can copy our creation, but no one can copy our talent. So just now, some students informed that they are using their creativity in making YouTubes. So once you use your creativity, nobody can copy your creativity or talent. So talent always remains with us. We can steal other things, but you cannot steal that creativity, talent, or knowledge. Always it remains with the person whose creativity it is. So if you see, it was very old. During 2012, news came. 9th standard student Karmanya, he objected before the election commission regarding allocation of name to the UP political party, that is Aam Janata Party. The in UP a political party want to use the name Aam Janata Party, and this person, 9th standard student, opposed before EC saying that this name cannot be given, because when you considering a school for 9th standard election, he coined the name, and this name was prepared by this boy Karmanya, and he stopped the political party not to capture the name Aam Janata Party. Fresh air being sold in India at 550 rupees per bottle for 10 liters. So we are aware that everywhere is saying that pollution. So when you're referring to Delhi cities like major cities in India, many cities are polluted. And people want to breathe fresh air. What you have to do? In some places, we are coming across oxygen parlors. You can go to the parlor and you can pay the money and you can breathe fresh breeze. Or you can purchase the bottles which are available in, these are available in, we can say, Himachal Pradesh in India, and they're selling this bottle air. So you can purchase and can take the fresh air. These things happening because people, we are coming across all kinds of polluted air. In order to breathe fresh air, you have to purchase and you have to breathe. Scientists in China, they came with a new area, gene editing. In China, they started a process of gene editing. So if you're aware of gene editing, any gene, they can remove any part which is, we can say, which is causing any kind of damage. They can write inside a new gene. The issue came whether you can go for gene editing the babies. So, for example, we can say parents are suffering with, we can say, diabetes. If the wife becomes pregnant, there is a possibility the child may suffer with diabetes. Can you change? Can you edit the gene? can remove the gene which is causing damage regarding diabetes. Is it good or is it bad? Many people oppose to no, this is not good. Here you see the 100 scientists signed letter calling baby gene editing is crazy. They inform that no, you cannot give permission. So what is gene editing? Just in the gene you can see there are different type of, you can say adenine, thymine, guanine, cysteine. These are various genes. People will try to remove the part which is causing damage and you can insert new gene. Is it going to be better or is it going to be causing damage? Sometimes in case of disease is good, but if you go to other way, tomorrow every parent may want his child to be the brilliant child in the world. In that case, is it good or bad? Is it wrong? Is it coming under intellectual property rights? New Apple Watch could help to prevent skin cancer and sunburns. And you are aware about we are coming across a lot of problems even nowadays. If you read Apple Watches, if you can wear the Apple Watch, you can take your ECG. And even you can count your blood, you can see your pulse rate, all the things watches are going to show. And even Apple is trying to invent a new watch to find the diabetes, the percent of diabetes in the blood. All these things they're trying to create. Is it new? Is it creative? For this, can you go for protection under intellectual property rights? So here you can see the arm. In the term, you can see they have grown the ear. Arm is there in the term. They have grown the ear. This incident happened in America. Plastic surgeons in American Army transplanted new ear on 21-year-old soldier who lost her left ear in car accident in the year 2016. The soldier, she lost her ear in the year 2016. The plastic surgeon in America, they transplanted a new ear. The ear reconstruction, first of its kind in the army. This reconstruction involves harvesting of the cartilage from the patient's ribs for a ear, which was then placed under the forearm, and again it has grown and it was transplanted to the person's ear. Now again issue comes, is it invention? Is it research? Is it patentable invention? UPS students makes a smart wash basin. We detect water leaks. So we are aware that what is very precious, certain times, is the tap is on and slightly leaking. Water will flow and it may, we can say, water becomes paste. And to avoid this, students from UP, they use the technology and they made a new technology. Here you can see that the basin also comes with a water recycling unit to reuse grey water, said the team. And they inform that they call it as water cups. The project also won an award under the hackathon initiative of Ministry of Human Resources. So if you invent something new, even you can get reward and award. Government is waiting to provide certain things for which government can give award and reward. If you come with something new which is creative, and all these things you can bring under intellectual property regime. So you are aware that when you're driving two-wheeler, better to use, everybody should use helmets. Helmets are mandatory, but many times we try to avoid using helmets because they're heavy and our hairstyle may cause damage or it may cause even certain kinds of problems. People are suffering with different kinds of diseases, it may cause other diseases. So in order to avoid these, IT students, they develop a helmet that inflates like airbag. For IT Roorkee students, they develop a helmet. It inflates like airbag. Once accident occurs, it inflates like airbag over the head and it protects your head. And now, in order to avoid any kind of disease or any kind of, we can say, hairstyle may damage, in order to avoid this, you can go with this helmet. It may protect us from any head injury as well as it may keep our hair intact. Pani Puri dispensing machine. So all of us are fond of Pani Puri, is it not? So when we go to eat Pani Puri, what extent it is hygiene? Because the person takes the Pani Puri, dips in different things and uses his hand. What extent it is hygiene? But it's very tasty, we like that. You know, to avoid that, a team from Manipal Institute of Technology, MIT, they invented a Pani Puri dispensing machine. This machine is a device, makes holes on the puri, fills it with stuffing and dips it in the pani. It has a multiple layer model to track Who has eaten how many panipuris? These are the invention. It was made by students of MIT in year 2017. Is it coming under intellectual property rights? Is it invention? So edible water bottle. So just now I mentioned about water is very precious and it use water very much. And nowadays we're purchasing water because water comes in bottles and we're purchasing. After drinking water, we are throwing the bottles and they're causing environmental damage. In order to avoid this, in London, that is in UK, they came with edible water bottles. The company is WoHo company. These water bottles are biodegradable and can be consumed as a whole or by tearing a hole and pouring the content in your mouth. So what you can do with these water bottles, you can consume as it is, or you can make a hole and drink the water, and even you can eat this biodegradable content. The edible water bottle also claimed to be cheaper to produce as compared to plastic. And this bottle made with seaweed extract. So they have taken seaweed from that extract. They created this water bottle, and you can eat this water bottle also. It was in year 2017. So people want to reduce the weight. So somebody created diet spoon. So you can see they have taken the spoon and they cut in the center. So how much you can eat? Whatever food remains on the edges, you can eat only that much. As a consequence, you can reduce your weight. That is a diet spoon. Edible spoon. Have you heard about edible spoon? A person from Hyderabad made the spoon. This spoon consists of many kinds of, we can say, grains and spices, other things. And you can use the spoon for eating. After eating, you can eat the spoon also. Is it creative? Is it coming under intellectual property? Edible spoon. Already you are aware about plastic spoons and metal spoons, we are aware. Now we are coming across edible spoons. Are they good? Yes, this person invented edible spoon. So after eating food, you can eat the spoon also. So if you remember 2016, the time Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, she was the first person in the world to become billionaire just writing books. Just writing books, Harry Potter, she became the first billionaire female in the world at the age of 51. Rowling's Harry Potter series is an international hit which has sold more than 400 million copies. See, just writing books, she became the first billionaire lady in the world. Writing books, is it creative? Is it coming under intellectual property? So let us come back to after going through all the things. I've shown many things and you can keep in mind all the things. And after my lecture, you can see where these things are going to fit. What is property? Is property important for us? Are you fond of property? Are you having a zeal to acquire more and more property? Are you having interest to acquire property? What are you doing studies? What are the activity I'm doing teaching? Is it to earn property? Is it not? Property is most important for us. If you see property, generally it have two types. One is mobile property, one is immobile property. All of you are having mobile phones. You may be having your bags, you may be having your wallet, you may be having your other belongings. Are they coming under property? What kind of property it is? What you are carrying with you, it comes under mobile property. Can you transfer the property to some other person? Can you sell the property to some other person? If you're having a mobile, your friend likes a mobile and he says that I want to purchase, can you sell me the mobile? Can you sell the mobile? When you sell the mobile, which law applies? When you sell the mobile, tomorrow any problem comes, which law is going to govern, which law is going to apply in that situation? And if you refer to property which is mobile property, we come across a separate enactment, Sale of Property Act. Sale of Goods Act, you're selling a property or the goods, we are in an act that is Sale of Goods Act. If you're referring to immobile property, which you cannot move, like a building, like land, like we can say fan attached to roof, all these things from there immobile. When you want to sell, when you want to transfer, when you want to give a will, when you want to transfer by different methods, how to transfer this property? We are having a separate enactment, that is Transfer of Property Act. If a property is immovable, it is governed by a separate law, Transfer of Property Act. And after these two types of property, recently we have come across a new type of property which is intangible and incorporeal. The property you cannot see and you cannot sense and you cannot show. For example, goodwill, or you can refer to shares. Can you show them the goodwill? Can you show how many shares I got in so-and-so company? They becomes intangible and incorporeal. It's a new kind of property which came into existence. And these property are there earlier, but you're not given importance for this property. But importance of this property came during recent times, during 2000. And you started how to protect it, where to protect it. Law was already there, and that law we started teaching, and that is recognized as intellectual property. Transfer of property is possible. Even if you were to, the property is intangible, incorporeal, this property also you can transfer to other person. So whatever any issue comes, which law applies? And which legislation you can file a complaint? What are the remedies you can avail? In order to understand all these things, we are in a separate law. That is known as intellectual property law or intellectual property rights. Earlier the name was industrial property. The framers, they coined a new name that is known as intellectual property. So it was known as industrial property. We added new things like copyrights, that is writing books. It's not industry. And trade secrets, it's not industry. You're creating something new which is not there. They thought that the name industry is not good. Let us come with a new name. When they're trying to think a new name, they came with the word intellectual. And the way for this property, they gave a name intellectual property. What are things? What are areas comes under intellectual property rights? So why the property? To whom this IPR is important? To whom this IPR is important? This IPR is important to every person engaged in business, industry, technology, research, any kind of creative field. Every field, this IPR is important. Not for 1% or 2%. Every person on this earth, this IPR is important. You may be a creative writer, or you may be a researcher, you may be having a technology, you may be a business person, you may be having an industry. Any person, every person, IPR is important. This IPR is important for development of the country. Not only for every person, even for the country's development, IPR is important. This IPR plays an important role in transfer of technology. So once the technology is invented in India, we can transfer technology to other countries for monetary gains, for economic benefits. This IPR contribute to economical, cultural development of any country. So when this IPR contributes in the economical as well as cultural development of each and every country, it protects information which is having commercial value or trade secrets. So any information which is of commercial value or trade secret, those things also you can protect under intellectual property rights. I'm talking about property. What is property? Property is nothing but, in a legal sense, property is nothing but bundle of rights. What is property in legal sense? Bundle of rights. So when you say that this is property, on the property, the person having different rights. These rights come from ownership and possession. You are the owner, you purchase, you are the owner, and the property is in your possession. As a consequence, you can avail number of rights. One of the basic aspects of the property is this property is scarce. It is limited. Whatever property you're talking, the property is limited. Many types of property have material existence. So if you read IPR, the property is in scale, it is limited. And there are many properties which have existence materially and some does not have existence. How to estimate value for the property? It depends on knowledge of the person who is associated with such property. So if you show me a diamond, we can say white shining stone. I can say it is stone. But person who is expert in the diamond, who is doing diamond business, he knows the value of diamond. For me, it is stone. Instead of stone, I can say shining stone. Person expert who is dealing with diamonds, he know if it's a diamond, what is the value of such diamond. So a person expert in the field, he can tell or he can estimate value for such property. And same way, when I talk about intellectual property, sometimes it is intangible and incorporeal property. How to estimate? We cannot estimate, only the experts can estimate value for such property. So nowadays, with the development of technology and computer age, What children want? See that small kid asking his father, I don't want a share in your property. Share 100 GB from your data package. So because of these things, now we are looking to data package and we are requesting for GBs to watch movies or to learn, to refer to our subject on mobiles or on laptops or on systems. So what is intellectual property? What is subject matter of intellectual? Which are the areas comes under intellectual property? Mainly, the term intellectual property comes with respect to three important areas. Patent, we talk about inventions. Here we look into invention means something new which is not there. Second is trademark. It mainly talks about any trade name, business name, logo, or it may be tag, it may be signature, it may be any other color combinations. All these things comes under trademark. Copyright. If you look at copyright, it mainly deals with expression and it is, we can say, creativity with respect to different kinds of work. It may literary work, artistic work, dramatic work, and different types of work. These are three main areas which many people try to understand: trade, patent, trademark, and copyright. Besides this, IP also includes trade secrets. They come under a separate area, but there is no separate law to protect trade secrets. It comes under know-how, or it can bring under confidential information. All these things also you have to protect it, because if you have to formula how to prepare, how to make coke, and a trade secret. How we created by using mind or brain person created. So generally, if you wrote IPR or intellectual property is nothing but property created by human mind or brain. If you create any property by using your mind or brain, all kinds of such property comes under intellectual property. So let us see what are various laws which deals with intellectual property, the subject matter of intellectual property rights. So trademarks. When refer to trademark or trade name and trade logos are symbols, emblems, all the things. To deal with this, we are having a separate law, that is Trademark Act of 1999. And this act was amended in the year 2012. Then you are having copyright and neighboring rights. So there is one more area which I am going to just give you an idea about this after some time. Copyright as well as neighboring rights. To deal with this copyright, we are having a separate law, Copyright Act of 1957, and this act was amended in the year 2010. In industrial designs, what is design? If you have a mobile is a design. If you have a bag is a design. If you have a pen is a design. Every product is a design. When you go to market, sometimes design attracts us. By seeing a design or by seeing a color combination, by seeing a configuration, we purchase the product. So for this design, where a person can go for production, yes, it comes under intellectual property, and you're having a separate law to protect such designs. We're having a separate law, that is Design Act of 2000. And even you are aware about the term fashion designers. What these fashion designers are going to do? They create a new design. So for this design, they can protect under a separate law, that is Design Act of 2000. And there is one more area, that is geographical indications. So if you are aware about any product which got benefit under GI in Goa, you are aware about anybody is aware which products got protection under GI in Goa? Are there any products they got protection under the geographical indications GI? An example can you give for GI? Geographical indications. Any example you got about geographical indications? Have you heard about Fenny? Have you heard about Fenny? Most important drink, only made or available in India, Fenny. For this Fenny, the association in Goa went for protection under the Geographical Indications Act. To deal with GI, wearing a separate law, Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Act of 1999. Then patents, which are nothing but inventions, wearing a Patent Act of 2005. Then we have designs for integrated circuits. So if you are aware about IC, integrated circuit or motherboard, the most important, we can say chip, the most important item in any electronic items, it is integrated circuit or motherboard. And this motherboard is a design. And for this design, you can get protection under a separate law. Semiconductor Integrated Circuit Layout Design Sector 2000. And during trade secrets informed, this also comes under intellectual property. You can trade secrets, they know separate law till now, and you can get benefit under law of contract, law of torts, or you can go under separate law to protect trade secrets. Regarding plant varieties, any person comes with a new variety, it comes under a separate law. There is plant varieties. Between plant varieties and a separate law, protection of plant varieties and farmers' rights act. And there's one more area, traditional PK. Knowledge available in our society. This knowledge nobody can copy. Nobody can take benefit of such knowledge. So anybody try to take benefit of such knowledge, we can stop them not to get benefit under intellectual property regime. So you're aware about examples like neem, turmeric, and yoga. America want to go for patenting turmeric. Again, they file an application. They want to get benefit for yoga. We stop them not to give protection because knowledge available in India from time immemorial. We stop America not to go for patenting turmeric, neem, and yoga. All these things come under a separate area, traditional knowledge. But regarding TK, there is no separate law till today. But regarding any knowledge available, you can write it down and you can present in a separate library known as TKDL. Traditional knowledge detail library. Once you store in this library, tomorrow any issue comes, they may refer the evidence and they may try to avoid giving rights to any other country. The way anything which is available in a society, we can protect it under a separate enactment, that is TK. So besides this, there are other areas which come under intellectual property rights. That is industrial designs already mentioned, geographic indications. There one more area, biological diversity. Diversity available among the living creatures. So you can see different types of we can say living organs are there. And these organs also comes under intellectual property. Information technology, computer and computer technology comes under intellectual property. I informed about integrated circuits, plant varieties, and traditional knowledge. So we are getting various laws. For each area, we are getting a separate law. What these laws generally deals with. All the IPR sessions, their general features are, they provide definitions. So what is patent? What is trademark? What are various marks you can go for protection under Trademark Act? So what are various steps of traditional as well as non-traditional trademark? What are kinds of trademark? All these things are discussed when we refer to Trademark Act. And when we refer to each and every area, you can see what are most important elements based on which you can go for registration. What are benefits of registration? What are the terms of copyright? What are the terms of patent? The terms of trademark? The terms of designs? For every branch or every subject, there is a tenure. So what is tenure for one branch may not be same with the other branch. How to transfer the rights? Referring right in one area, it may patent, trademark, or copyright. How to transfer it? What is the mode? What is the procedure? And who is the authority? To whom to approach? And these things are laid down under each and every law. So authorities for registration of a trademark as well as dispute settlement. Which authority should approach for registration? If any dispute comes, whom to approach and what remedies you can avail. All these things also laid down under these enactments. So anybody violates your rights, it comes under infringement. So when the act amounts to infringement, and what remedies you can avail, and exceptions. And in every area, there are certain things which comes under exception. If the active person comes under the exception, the person is not liable and he can get benefit on the grounds of exceptions. So if you do copyright, the first area, just I'm giving a brief idea about few enactments under intellectual property rights. So if you do copyright, what I think comes under copyright? So original literary work, artistic work, dramatic work, musical work, these are 4 works. Beside these 4 works, there are 2 more works, film and sound recording. These 6 categories, the person can go for production under copyright enactment. Literary work, artistic work, dramatic work, musical work, film and sound recording. Beside this, the term literary work includes even computers, computer programs, computer databases, and computer software also comes under copyright enactment. So if you read a corporate, a person can avail with respect to literature. What is literature? Writing books. It may be subject books, novels, prose, poetry, letters, research thesis, dissertation, assignments. Any work, it may be in printing or writing, or it may be in symbols. If you write any work, in writing, printing, or maybe in symbols, even writing letters, for this letter also, we can avail protection under a separate area, literary work, under Copyright Act. So the term literary work also includes computers, computer softwares, and databases. Computer also, because you're using code words, you're using symbols, and you're using letters. Because of this, all these things also comes under purview literary work. So besides this, I inform that neighboring rights. So what is neighboring rights? Performers, broadcasting, and phonograms. So when I'm sitting in Goa, can I watch BBC channel? Who is broadcasting? BBC, British Broadcasting Company. Where the BBC is sitting? The BBC is from UK. So what are the news is coming from UK? Can I watch at my home? Is it permitted? So when I'm sitting at my home, can I watch BBC? Law permits. And once you pay the subscription, you pay the amount and say that I want, the person who is going to provide you the service, he should give connection to you. You can see between two different countries. That's why they come under neighboring rights. These rights also come under Copyright Act. Performers. Performer is nothing but a person who is a singer, dancer, jugger, acrobat, actors, teachers, speakers. All this person comes under performer. So regarding movies, people are acting in movies, they are performers. So movie made in India, can you show the movie in other countries? Yes. Then it comes under a separate area, that is neighboring rights. Phonograms, fixing of signals through which signals will go to satellite, and from satellite, the signals will go to different households. And all these things come under Copyright Act under a separate heading, neighboring rights. Rights available even to neighboring countries, mainly regarding performers, broadcasting, and phonograms. So what is artistic work? Artistic work means painting, sculpture, drawing. What is drawing? Drawing may include diagram, map, chart, or plan, engraving, or photograph. So what is artistic work? It includes paintings, sculptures. Drawing includes diagrams, map, chart, or plan. Engraving as well as a photograph. Photograph also comes under purview artistic work. Work of architecture. So besides painting, even the term artistic work includes even architecture, means construction of buildings, the plan for the building. They come under artistic work. Any other work of artistic craftsmanship. So any kind of work made by, you can say handmade work, it comes under artistic work. So if you see the picture, what you can see, suddenly if you see both are sitting and speaking to each other, that they look into each other. But if you see close, you can see there are different persons. One person is live and one is picture or it is a photo. It comes under artistic work. Russia's painting sells for record 2071 crores. 271 crores. You can see the painting. You can't see anything in this painting. Just it's like you can say modern art. What is the value of this painting? 271 crores. There are people purchase and people who are in painting, they know the value. People who does not know modern art, you may think that okay, nonsense is nothing I can see. But people are expert, they know value for this. And here also you can see that scientists discover secret artwork under Picasso's painting. So people are trying to do research on the paintings and they're trying to find out something new which they are not thought. All these paintings are very expensive and you can discover new things in the paintings. The other area is musical work. What is music? Music includes graphical notations. But this graphical notation does not include any word or action intended to be sung, spoken, or performed with the music. Any word or any action are to be sung or spoken or performed does not come under the term music. Music work consists of music. We include graphical notations. What are the graphical notations? You can see they have different notations. So if you write the song lyric, if you compose the music, for your that notations. So if you write down all the notations, this notation also comes under purview musical work. Hajjatu song, singer files a case for 7 crores over copyright infringement. Even if you write the songs also, you can see the cost is almost crores of rupees. And once you write a song and get rights for the song, somebody copies, you can file a case for crores of rupees. And that's sufficient for us writing one song and getting benefit under the Copyright Act. So Delhi High Court held that event organizers have to pay royalty for using copyrighted song. So if you invite somebody DJ to your house for your birthday, DJ cannot play any song without permission and without consent. If the DJ plays a song without permission or without consent, DJ is liable under Copyright Act. And if you want to sing any song and you want to sing any song or use the song for commercial purpose, you have to obtain permission from the owner of the song. Without the permission of the owner, if you try to use a song or sing the song, liable under Copyright Act. Many issues came regarding musical work. Just I'm giving few example remix songs. So nowadays we are going with remix songs because old songs and we're coming with new tunes and new music. Is it infringement? Copyright law says that no, it is not infringement because we are coming with new talent, new singers, new music composers, everything is new. And they're trying to recreate everything again. And they inform that it may not come under copyright violation or infringement, but there are certain guidelines that people should follow. Traditional music. So music which came from one generation to other generations. And you are aware about many, we can say, Goan songs. They copied and they incorporated into Bollywood movies. Are they liable for copyright violation or copyright infringement? So a song like Kalyan Sangli Sonachi is a Goan song and the song was incorporated in one of the movie. What is benefit Goan got? Traditional music, and this music have to keep under present TKDL, traditional data library, and then you can predict all kinds of music, MP3, MP4. Take one CD, in that CD can incorporate 20 to 30 songs. Is it right or wrong? Piracy. Bring one CD and multiply CDs and sell in the market for lesser price. Downloading ringtones, is it a crime? So nowadays, if you want to download any ringtone, you have to pay the money. Your money may be deducted from your account. So once money is deducted, we are not able for downloading the songs. But be careful when you download songs from internet. If the song is without permission or without consent, if the website is fake website, we are liable for copyright violation. When you go to any concert, you cannot record the full concert without the permission of the persons who organize. Without organized permission, we cannot record any live concert. If we do recording, liable for the activity, it comes under a separate name, that is bootlegging. So all of you are aware about the song Munni Badam Hui, Darling Tere Liye. So if you heard this song, the two issues came about this song. The song was in the movie Dabang India 2010. Munni Badam Hui is a straight lift from the soundtrack of Pakistani film. The movie was Mr. Charlie and the song is Ladka Badam Hua Hasina Tere Liye. The song was recorded in the year 1993. 1993 song, and the same song was incorporated by different lyrics in the year 2010. The issue came, are they liable for copyright violation? And in the same song, they use the word Jendu bomb. So using a company, we can say bomb company. So people use for headache Jendu bomb. Using the name Jendu bomb, is it wrong? The issue came before the issue solved by the producer as well as the actress and the company, saying that okay, we use the name Jendu bomb and you're not supposed to use, and before using name, they would have taken permission. They are not taken permission. As a consequence, they try to compromise, they try to sell the matter outside the court. Because go to court, it may take time and you have to pay huge amount. Instead of that, both the actor, producer and the Jendu bomb company, they settle the matter, and the producer and actress inform that Malika Arora is going to be brand ambassador for Jendu bomb for 1 year, and inform that we settle the matter and don't go to court. All these things are happening regarding musical work. So regarding computers, when you purchase computer, are you purchasing genuine or original softwares to operate the computer? When you purchase a computer, are you purchasing genuine or original software? We have to purchase original software. If you purchase any pirated software tomorrow, Microsoft Office may verify online if you're using pirated or if you're using fake or duplicate softwares. They will file a case against you and they may try to extract huge money from you because you're using pirated or duplicate, or we can say softwares which are fake softwares. Be careful. With a computer, you have to purchase genuine original software. It may be expensive. What is film? Film is nothing but any visual recording on any medium produced by any process, and means it includes a sound recording accompanying visual recording. Any are produced by any process similar to cinematographic film, it includes even video film. So what is film? Watching any visual image on any surface. Earlier we were watching about movies. Now you can see your mobiles and laptops or your computer. You can see any object. All these things comes under film. Film includes even video film. So regarding movies, are they plagiarism? Are they copying? What are the person by name T.S. Eliot informed that immature poets imitate, mature poets steals. Filmmakers adopt that work. Audience never become aware of the likeliness. Then they're not able for copyright violation. So I've seen many movies, we can say Bollywood movies, made from Hollywood. Are they liable for copyright violation of the movies? Jenny Law said that if they copy as it is, the audience should not, if the audience aware, okay, everything is from so movie. They said everything is same, it is copy. Everything they make differences and they make a lot of things they add. Then you cannot find out the similarity. Maybe one or two you can find out, not entire movie. In that case, you can say that they are not liable for copyright violation or copyright infringement. There are many movies which are from Hollywood made into Bollywood, but people did not realize they are copy. As a consequence, they are not liable under copyright act. Sholay came from Magnificent Seven as well as Mexican movie. People Live came from Mad City, Innovation to Suicide. Fana, Eye of the Needle, Man, and Effect to Remember, Mr. and Miss, that is Speech. So movies are Hollywood movies made to Bollywood, but many times people are not aware and likeliness was very limited. As a consequence, not able. So even if you to the movie Gajini, it came from Telugu movie and again from Tamil movie. But the version movie is Memento, that is a Hollywood movie. In that movie, the theme is short-term memory loss. Taking a theme, short-term memory loss, the movie was made in different languages in India. And each language, and there are new actor, new actress, new things added, and people are not realized everything is same and there are differences between each and every movie. As a consequence, they are not liable for copyright violation or copyright infringement. And forget about the theme or story. Nowadays, even the movie makers, they're copying the posters. They're not looking to any kind of creativity and just they are trying to copy. Bahubali, you can see Simon Bitch. Total Recall, Jab Tak Hai Jaan. Six and the City 2, Dangerous Ishq. So you can see that posters also are similar. PK, it was a Portuguese musician, Tim Barros, 1973. PK came after 2000. Whereas issues came regarding infringement of copyright regarding movies, especially in India and in courts always given a liberal interpretation. So whereas issues came before Indian courts regarding infringement of movies, always the courts are given in liberal interpretation. They inform that no, they're not liable because they're taken only the theme and entire thing have remade. They're not copied as it is and they're not taken all the factors as it is. And for example, Harry Potter, and it is Harry Potter. And regarding Harry Potter, they got green signal from Delay Court. This movie you can show to public. 3 Idiots, issue came regarding Chetan Bhagat, that is 5.7. Again, with Chetan Bhagat, they informed that they copied up to 5%. But in the movie, he informed that 70% is from his book. So the next is Patent. Patents are nothing but inventions. So necessity is the mother of every invention. So if you have to invention, how people invent something new? Necessity. And you are aware about pencil. Earlier, pencil and eraser are coming separately, and inserted pencil with eraser because the book together goes well. We are looking at invention, but not imitation. When we refer to patent, we are looking into invention, we are not looking into imitations. Imitation does not fit under patent law. Pencil with eraser, banana guard. You can see here, banana guard. So people are traveling in the bus or train, like cities like Bombay. When they travel in the train, people are, crowd is too much, and if you carry banana, banana will crush. In order to protect it, they came with a banana guard. These things come under invention, or for this invention, we get benefit under patent law. What is invention? Discovery and pillars of patent. So difference between invention and discovery. Invention is something new which was not there. Discovery is which are already there, just you are going to find it out. In a top-end patent, the patent should be new and novel, useful invention, it must have patentability, non-obvious, and it should be in writing. If all these elements are satisfied, then you can go for patent under the Patent Act. All these elements are necessary, new, useful, patentability, non-obvious, and useful writing. But sometimes, even all these elements are there also, law will not give protection. They come under non-patentable inventions. Section 3 and 4 deals with non-patentable invention. For example, atomic energy, invention relating atomic energy, it is non-patentable. So when there is no input and there is no output. For example, Akshay Patra. So there is a vessel, just keep your hand and say, I want laddu, I want so-and-so, it will come automatically. That was, you have seen this Akshay Patra during Mahabharata. So is it available now? Can you, without input, can you get output? And those things, law says that no, they come to a non-patentable invention. Camera to click nude photos. If you take a camera and click, and you can click nude photo, it comes under against the morals. Again, it comes under non-patentable invention. Printing, currency, we can say currency printing machine, gambling machine, all they goes against the order and they are against the law. Again, you cannot go for patent. Method of agriculture and horticulture. Method of treatment of human beings. They are non-patentable inventions. Computer softwares, no patent, you can get benefit under Copyright Act. TK, there is no patent under Patent Act. So like that, you are having many areas which come under non-patentable inventions. So even their inventions, they come under exceptions. Use the invention, use the invention in experiment, not tribal. Use for regulatory approval, government use, exertion of rights, compulsory licenses. In these cases, it comes under exception. The person not liable for infringement, and take any operators mainly for research, education, you're not liable for copyright violation. What is trademark? Trademark identifies the goods and services that of any other person. And you can identify the goods and who is the maker and from where the goods are come. These goods provide reputation in the marketplace. As I say Taj Mahal, regarding goods or a product, which Taj Mahal, if I say Taj Mahal, which product comes to your mind? If I say Taj Mahal, which product you recall? If I say killer, which product comes to your mind? Taj Mahal? Are you going to imagine? Yeah. Yes, you mentioned about tea. Are you going to imagine about Shah Jahan and Agra? Once I say product, you know it is tea, is it not? If I say killer, which product? Killer? Yes, you're right, it is jeans. If I say Mercedes, which product comes into mind? Yes, you are reputed cars, is it not? Worldwide famous cars, well-known names, that is Mercedes-Benz. So tomorrow somebody can see the Mercedes logo, Mercedes, we can say name, and comes with undergarment for men. Can you imagine that car makers are going to sell undergarments? Somebody can try to use the name Mercedes to cause damage to Mercedes-Benz. So in that case, you can file a case and you can stop them not use the logo or name. And any name or logo, numerals, letters, color combinations, all these things, you can come under trademark. And for all these things also, you can go for Trademark Protection and the Trademark Act. So inform that about TK, meditation and yoga can help to treat back pain. You can haldi, neem. America want to go for patent protection, but you stop America, they come to TK, and knowledge is there in India. As a consequence, we stop them not to go for patenting these products. So if you have a trademark, it may be MTR. You can see only letters. Prestige Group, Cafe Day. So what is the depiction of Cafe Day? So if you have a Cafe Day, you can imagine that if you go to this shop, you'll get coffee all the time. 24/7, they'll sell coffee. That's the impression it gives. And besides, regarding goods, there is trademark. If you come across any goods, for that you have to go for trademark. If you have a service mark, for example, Manipal inspired by life, Manipal University, LIC, Life Insurance Corporation, Hotel Rajdhani, they provide, we can say, eating facilities, Flipkart, online services, Vodafone, internet services, or we can say the mobile services. Well-known trademarks, Honda, Nestle, Tata, Bata. These well-known trademarks, they are not listed, but nobody can use the name, and if they use the name, they are liable for copyright violation or copyright infringement. Alphabets can be constituted as trademark. HTC, LG, ACC, JBL. You can see only alphabets. Again, they become trademark in course of time. Personal names, Godrej, McDonald's, Haldirams, Gussi, Hershey's. So names also can become trademark in course of time. Names of fruits, animals, vehicles constitute trademark. Orange, that is for restaurants. Applebee's, Fevicol, you can see that is elephants. Red Bull, Cycle, Pure Agarbhattis. So all these things also in course of time they became trademark. Wearing a separate area, that is emblems and name prevention of improper use act 1950. You cannot use these emblems for your business or for your shop or for any other activities. We cannot use Indian flag. We cannot misuse Gandhiji's name, and you cannot use the logo or emblems of Satyameva Jayate as well as Parliament. So tomorrow somebody can start a shop, liquor shop with Gandhi's name. Can you start a shop with Gandhiji's name? Gandhi Liquor Shop. Can you use? Law permits, it comes under prohibited names. So which are well-known names, which are used by different persons, and father of the nation, his name cannot be spoiled and he cannot go for protection. And if you refer to trademark, it also gives benefit to you. You can purchase only genuine products, and you can refer to fake products, and you can file a case against fake product manufacturers, and you can stop them not to go for fake products. Adidas, you can see just changes in the letters and even in the logos. Colgate, Aqua Fresh. See that color combination is the same, it amounts to copyright violation. The north face and the south budge. Again, you can see they are going to cause confusion, deception in the minds of consumers. The last area, that is geographical indications. So what is GA? J is nothing but, so don't look into the biryani because it's already 1:20. You may be angry as well as hungry against me. Just I'll take few more minutes to give idea about what is meant by geographical indications. So this GA, once you go for GA protection, you can use the expression GA tag. RGA means registered geographical indication. Once you get RGA, it indicates products are genuine, high price, and more profit. All the producers can join as authorized users. So I informed that Goa and Fenny, the makers of Fenny in Goa, as an organization, as a group, as an association, they filed the application and they got benefit for Fenny. I mean, nobody can use the name Goa and Fenny because making of Fenny itself is different, and the way they made is different, and as a consequence, it's saying its own name. So they can come with Fenny, but they have to come with the name, but they cannot do Goa and Fenny. Goa and Fenny then its own specialty. Nobody can use the name Goa and Fenny because the product is genuine and nobody can try to duplicate or make it fake. So this J will promote cottage industry, help in getting credit and bank loans, assignment of authorized user certificate, quality regulated by inspection by other structures. The J indicates the goods registered. These J's are protected under a separate law. There is geographical indication of Goods Registration and Protection Act of 1991. So what are the things? What are the goods for which you can go for benefit under this enactment. The goods may be agricultural goods, natural goods, or manufactured goods. The coming are manufactured. See that all this, that the example: basmati rice, Mysore silk, Mysore sandal soap, Mysore jasmine, Mysore silk, Kurb oranges, Madhubani painting, Darjeeling tea, Darar peda, Alfonso mangoes, Tirupati laddus, Kolhapuri chapels. All these things come under the examples for geographic indication. The goods may be agricultural, natural, or manufactured. And the goods are originating and manufactured in the territory or a country, a particular area or locality. In that territory, they provide quality, reputation, and other important features. And this J mainly referred to the place from where the goods are coming. And for this, we can get benefit under a separate law, Geographic Indication, Protection of Goods and Registration Act. For example, Madurai Malli, it is jasmine. Madurai jasmine is having its own specialty, and for that they went for protection. And you can see that Pattamdari pai, that is, we can say carpet specialty, Tanjavur Veena. The Veena also coming from Tanjavur and is having its own specialty, and you get protection like this. Famous India's geographic indications: Banarasi silk, Kashmiri carpets, Basmati rice, Assam tea, Bengal cotton, Hyderabad pearls, Jaipur silver jewelry, Nilgiris tea, Kur coffee, Malwar pepper. There are many things for which they got benefit under the separate law GA enactment. The goods may be agriculture, natural, manufactured. Any goods of handicraft or industry includes foodstuff. Indicate that any name, geographical or figurative representation or combinations. For this, you can go for protection under the GA enactment. So you can see that includes even foodstuff. Hyderabad Halim, Dharar Peda, even Agra. What is the sweet available in Agra? What is the sweet specialty? Even Rasagullas. Bengal Rasagullas also, they went for protection under Geographic Indications Act. Agra, which is the specialty of Agra? I'm not getting it. Yeah. Anybody can remember the name Agra? That sweet dish.
Agra ka petha.
Agra ka petha. I think I'm wearing different kind of. Even Dharwad also got a peta. And that peta. Slight differences in name. So even foodstuffs also. You just now informed about Tirupati laddu. In the laddu, but it is a foodstuff. For that also, they want protection under the Geographic Indication Act. So if you have agricultural products, wheat, rice, oranges, tea, brinjals, all these things you can go for protection under the category agricultural products. Natural, that is African diamonds, Kolhapur gold, Kadapa stone, Jaipur marbles, all this comes under natural. Manufactured, Pochampalli ikat, Kanchivaram sarees, Kota doria, there is cloth, Kolhapur chapels, they come under manufactured. Handicraft, Bidri ware, Aran Mulla Kannadi is a mirror, Channapatnam toys and dolls, Tanjavur hot plate. Handicraft also, you can go for protection. Foodstuffs, Swiss chocolates, Andhra pickles, Halwa, Agra peta, Belgaum kunda, Mangalore bhaji. Again, they have many things. They come from Mysore as well as we can say Mangalore and Karnataka. All these foodstuffs also, you can go for protection under Geographic Indication Act. Goa's Kunbi Sari set for revival. NABARD, this is a National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, and this bank is trying to get protection for Kunbi saris in Goa, and they want to get benefit for this sari under J enactment. And if you have seen recently, the Goan authentic seed Kaje gets J indication under clause 30 of food products. And regarding Kaje, Goa got protection under the J enactment. And this is regarding Kaje. This is that Harmal chili. For this chili also, Goa applied and they got protection under the Geographic Indications of Goods Relation Protection Act of 1999. So chili also they got benefit. Mindoli banana. For this also they filed the application and they got the benefit under the Geographic Indications Act. So after going through all these things, and there are many products which are available, and for these products also we can try to get benefit under the Geographic Indications Act. So after going through what is IPR and what are the contents of IPR, I would like to conclude saying that every person who starts any business, industry, company, law firm, involves in research, involves in any creative activity, need to know what is this IPR and which are the areas comes from IPR. And if you create something new, if you do research, where it comes and which authorities are available, somebody writes right, how to protect it, what remedies you can avail, to understand all these things, they need to protect or they need to register under different actions comes under intellectual property regime. Knowledge about registration, legal protection, issues related to such property. If you want to protect it, what remedies are available, how to protect it, which authorities you can approach, and what remedies you can avail, civil, criminal, and administrative remedies. To understand all these things, need to understand what is IPR and what are the various enactments which comes under IPR area. So I gave a brief outline about IPR and various areas, patent, trademark, copyright. Then I discovered GI, designs, then TK. There are various areas come under intellectual property regime. I think the next speakers are going to speak about separate about what is patent and what is trademark and other areas. Thank you. Thank you for your patient listening. If you are having any queries, we can discuss.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for your insightful thoughts. And with your presentation, we came to know how pervasive this entire IPR is in all walks of life. It is applicable, like in creativity, in arts, and we have some of our students from the event management and from the tourism course also. So, with respect to that, you have anything like to say about the IPR, how it is connected with the event management industry or the tourism industry?
Yeah, even if you want to tourism industry as well as event management. So, for example, you want to start your business or you want to start your firm and you want to keep any place, you have to give a name. So, once you want to give a name, then you can bring another category that is trademark. You have to give a name. So, what name you are going to give? Name should be different. Name should not be copied from others. If you copy from others, they can file a case for infringement of trademark. So name is the first area. You come with something creative, something new which was not there. Again, you have to see is it patentable, or you can look into where it fits. So when you come with something new which was not there, again you can say it may come under. Just let me give one example. For example, person is in a
Sir, you've got mute. Now, sir cannot join the session because, again, there is a power failure at his place. And all students, those who are desirous of availing the certificate of participation, they must fill the feedback form, the link of which is put up on the chat box. And thank you all for attending the session 1. We shall meet for the session 2 later in the day at 3 p.m. So thank you once again.